Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Aini Syafawani binti Faizal Sufian. I'm from class KBA 2433B. My number metric is 2022828546. And now, I will talk about the issue that been highlighted about overwhelming content or information in training and development. One of the crucial departments in most of business is human resource management, HRM, that plays an important role in making the business successful. One of the terms that being applied under this department is training and development. Training and development is a practice to enhance the capability of employee in terms of skills, knowledge, talent, and their performance. The reason of the feature to exist is to make the employee develop the competency and adaptability of often changing situation, thereby directly boosting the chance of success in the business. From the journal article that I choose, which is Information Overload in the Information Age, a review of the literature from business administration, business psychology, and related discipline with a bibliometric approach and framework development by Peter Gordon Roetzel, published on 6 July 2018, discussing the issue that cover the rise of information overload in business administration and a related field. It presenting a comprehensive viewpoint using bibliometric literature analysis combined with a snowball sampling approach. Overload of information contribute to poor and negative work environment that could affect productivity and output, limiting creativity of employees and making the situation miserable if not be handled by care. Supported by the other article, Dealing with Information Overload, a comprehensive review published on 21st June 2023, described information overload as an overwhelming amount of information that individuals are exposed to in digital era. Because of digitalization of work and the widespread of users of information and communication technology, people today have access to a huge amount of information in a variety of formats. Individuals and organizations suffer as a result of information overload. As being described on the first journal article, information overload is a condition in which the employee is confronted with a lot of information that exceeds their ability to digest it efficiently. In order to address the issue of information overload, researchers have explored several components and implications related to decision making, information processing, and information selection. Trust in information sources, decision makers, personal characteristics, and the starting point of the decision making process are all factors that influence information overload. Furthermore, the use of information technology such as management information system may be advantageous or disadvantageous in terms of information overload. According to the survey, people are consuming more information online than ever before, which lead to an overwhelming amount of information, particularly through social media platforms. Consumers, on the other hand, ignore the possible effect of information overload and continue to use this channel or platform. Excessive social media uses and information overload can be harmful to one's emotional, mental, and physical health. It may also lead to decreased time spent on reflective activities and also affecting their productivity that directly lessen the output in the business. As the research finding in the journal article, interdisciplinary approach to analyzing information overload are required, especially in the area of digitalization, virtual organization, and business psychology. The reason for that is because digitalization are growing too rapidly that make humans unable or slow to cope with the changes. This finding gives insight on the current state of research on information overload, its consequence, and potential area of research in business administration. As for the solution, the article examines several coping mechanisms and options for dealing with information overload. The mechanism is divided into three categories, which are human-centered view, information processing-centered view, and technology-centered view. Human-centered view is a viewpoint focused on method that people might use to deal with information overload. Among the centered strategy are time management training that focus on developing time management skills efficiently among employees and effectively applying time management skills to information processing activity. Along with that, withdrawal strategy also might be the second method of human-centered view, which are strategy to ease stress and overload. This method involves intentionally withdrawing from information sources or minimizing exposure to information. Other than that, discarding information methods that are used to lessen the burden of information, including filtering or discarding irrelevant information. Second, information processing-centered view, the view that highlights alternative targets to reduce complexity of information processing. The alternative include complexity reduction, the method that simplifies information material by dividing it into smaller scope, more manageable pieces, or adding visual aid to increase understanding. Then enhancement of goal specificity by setting the goals or objectives specifically and linking them with incentive or reward that could help to improve the performance of information processing. The third is technology-centered view. The view that involves using technology to handle information overload. It includes relaxation of time pressure with the use of technological tools that allow users to decide the rate of information delivered, hence reducing the sense of time pressure. Then, information processing conditions that utilize technological tools to aid in information processing, like search engine or recommendation system. These solutions try to assist individuals or employees in dealing with information overload by giving ways to successfully managing, prioritizing, and filtering information. It also helps to minimize stress and other negative impact of information overload. To summarize, the issue of information overload is a serious difficulty for decision maker or employee. It results from a flood of information accessible that exceeds the ability to handle it efficiently. Reduced productivity, weakened creativity, and poor impact on emotion and mental health are all consequences of information overload. To handle information overload, a mix of individual strategy, good information processing skills, and smart technology utilization is required. By using this solution, the employee will be able to better deal with information overload, make better decisions, and increase overall productivity. Overall, the study promotes understanding of information overload in business administration and related discipline or field, identify gaps in the literature, and lays the groundwork for future research in this field. Thank you very much for listening to my video. Hope you guys could learn something from this video. Thank you very much.